here live. That noise was just my chair being pulled out. I'm going to be working on making sure that I'm live. There we go. You just heard me there. Make sure I can see the comments on the laptop, which is up there. That way I can see if anybody's talking. And Lily's like, "Who are you talking to?" There's nobody here, honey. I'm working. This isn't talking time. She's like, "I heard you talking." No, I'm working. This isn't talking. Anyway, I can't get her to put her head up here because she'll get it in the middle of all of this. That's not what we want. So, it's Flag Day, so I'm working on an actual custom piece. I don't take a lot of custom jobs, but this one is not really the same, if that makes any sense. I have all of the creative liberties that I want with the assurance that it's sold because they've already paid for it. So one of the problems with custom jobs is if it doesn't come out the way the customer wants, then you've just wasted all this time. And so I try not to do custom jobs, but I'm doing one this time. I am. So I've already gotten started, as you can tell. It's actually going to be a key ring. The ring is right under here and will be fastened up there. See? Ooh. And I've already started giving it some antiquing around the edges. I burnished the edges, made them nice and smooth and tight. The back is a suede. I haven't brushed it yet. I do have the brush right here. So as you can see, when I brush it, it's going to be quite beautiful. It's beautiful suede. This is a beautiful piece of leather right here. And now I'm just going to start working in the paint. So I thought I'd come on and say, hey. So hey, yeah, and do a little bit of painting and a little bit of Flag Day. This particular request is absolutely fantastic. They wanted a freedom feather for a man, so they wanted it to be a keyring instead of earrings. And hey, I'm okay with that. But just gotta let me do whatever I do, because I let the paint do whatever it does. So it's kind of like we're just gonna let this happen and see. And we've already got some weird things happening. I wish I thought to set up music that's okay to listen to. That's a funny story, actually. I could tell you guys that story. A lot of my marketing has the same couple of blues songs in the background, and that's by design, because that guy gives small businesses the permission to use his blues music in the background of their advertising, their commercials, and their whatnot, showing off their products. And so I had permission to use it, and I didn't give him credit because I had permission. And then Facebook started harassing me, and Instagram harassing me, and they're removing the sound from certain clips that use the beginning part of it. And I was like, what's going on? And they're like, you're using some copyrighted material that you don't own, and you can't do that, and the owners are not happy about it. And I was like, wait, what? Got hair. I'm like, what's going on here? And it turned out somebody else copyrighted his only the beginning of his song. And they started barking like a dog in the middle of it, and mine didn't have a dog barking, and it was his original, not theirs. Um, it was quite funny, but I lost. They are allowed to keep that man's songs because I'm not the owner, so I can't actually fight that battle. And so every time I reuse those things that I've made, there's no music. So that's kind of funny. And I started putting, hey, I'm using this with permission, so that way people know that I do have permission to use this. It doesn't seem to help. When people are out there stealing people's copyrights, but yeah, that's the thing. I know you can't tell. That was a very dark red in there. I know it's hard to see that red. I'll put some lighter color around it to really help you see it. Maybe if I can get this to blend in. And my computer's doing weird things, but I fixed it. There we go. So it's Flag Day. Does everyone have their freedom feathers in? I've been working on a freedom feather, but are you ladies wearing them? Take mine off. I'm got my freedom feathers on. It's Flag Day. Whoop whoop. It's a perfect day to I'm actually not going to put them back in. To be wearing your freedom feathers. So if you have freedom feathers, today is the day to be wearing them. Lots of occasions to wear them. Believe it or not, picnics are often red, white, and blue themed, which is a lot of fun. So picnics are a good time to wear them. I'm trying to think what else is a good time to wear them. Memorial Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day, Flag Day, the elections. Hey, if you're on the election trail trying to get elected, freedom feathers. And it doesn't matter if you're red or blue, as long as you're red, white, and blue, right? Ba-dum bump. That's a joke. I thought it was a good one. You guys didn't like it? There we go. Now we take another layer of that red, bring it up on top, and pop. Yeah, I definitely need music or something. Or I could just talk nonsense. Not like you haven't heard me talk nonsense before. I know a lot of you are getting out of work right about now, probably on the road, not watching, so hopefully you'll catch this on the rerun. Do a little replay action, which is great because then I'll actually see the comments and be able to respond to them. So that's actually not a bad thing. So if you're watching this on the rerun, go ahead and comment and say hi, and I'll be so happy to be able to comment. Of course, I'll have to type the comments at that point, not just speak them, but, whatever. This will premiere over on YouTube and Rumble shortly. Didn't set them all up to go simultaneous, but I'll be able to get to this there and see it on the as a premiere over there. Let's see. I've been painting all day. Can you tell I've got like a selection of paintbrushes, some murky water. Probably shouldn't have. Should have cleaned everything up beforehand and started fresh, but did a bunch of luxury leather keyrings as I don't know if you guys saw it. I did a reel of it. It's over on the reels. They came out really nice. Not sure if there's going to be a want for it in this group. We'll just put them up over on Marketplace. Not Marketplace. Handmade. So we'll see. Amazon Handmade. So we'll see. But I apparently can't talk and paint. I didn't know that. I used to do much better. The brain is getting better. I'm less and less cloudy every day, able to maintain a conversation longer and without going blank and going, what's going on? So that's good. Lots of growth and healing happening, so but yeah, still have trouble with completing a thought, finishing a conversation. So I suppose it makes sense that I struggle with talking to myself while painting, since I can't really see comments and talk to you guys while I'm doing it. So before I started painting, this was obviously cut from the hide, and then I trimmed it up, cleaned up the edges, made the little shapes and the nooks and the whatnots, and the wet bores and all that kind of good stuff. Did all of that. Gave it the antiquing look, which obviously I'm going to have to go back in with, but that's okay. Not a problem to go back in with that. There's something weird happening there. I'm not sure what. Do we need to cut that? No. Okay. So hard to, I think I might move the camera to that side. Except that's usually where the paint and everything is. That's my normal flow, but I might move the camera over there, because the lighting comes kind of more that way. You can see from my shadow, it's more light that way. Doesn't look like anybody's on, at least when I quick looked up. If you guys are popping in and out, hi! Can't really watch that and do this, so I don't know. little bit of a loose. Huh. Okay, now I'm going to tell you something that you should never do. You should never take and cut your bristles off when they fray. Instead, you should stop and go wash your brush and then add some lotion to the bristles and dry in the proper format, and then everything should be fine. Don't cut off the ones that fray. Because if you do, then the next one's going to do it. See? I just almost cut my finger because I'm looking at the wrong thing. And then the next one, and then you end up with a problem. And it's just, it gets out of hand. So don't do it. No matter how tempting. Literally, now that I've done it, I am going to have to throw this brush away. And now you're vibrating. Sorry about that. Turn that off. Your eyeballs all shook a little bit. I hate when that happens. Yep. Really thickly mucking this on here, and I'm doing that on purpose in case you're wondering. Really trying to get some blending, so it's not pink, but it's definitely a little more blended. Giving it an older look is my hope. So we will see if it actually works out in the end, but we'll see. There. It's a little bit. Get in there. Definitely trying to give it that older, maybe even a little more like a barn style look to it. My painting is not super smooth. I'm literally painting up onto the white and in between as well. I'm doing it like that. So it looks like it's weathered. Yes, and I'm intentionally weathering this. Wait till you see what it looks like when time gets a hold of this and starts to add to the weathering. Wait till you see. It will be fantastic. It will. Sometimes I paint for the future and not for the present. Especially with leather, because certain leathers age much faster and nicer than other leathers. Other leathers age less quickly and nicely. While it's drying, you want to make sure that the paint is still flexible, is still moving with the leather. You don't want it to crack and break. I had to treat the leather, and of course I'm using glazing, not like pure paint, so that will help with the future of it and longevity. Now, it's walnut ink. You see that? It says walnut ink. Antiquing solution. I can't pronounce the name brand. This is not weatherproof, not ideal for using leather. Why am I using it? Because it's ideal for using with paint. And so I am sealing this, so it'll be okay. If I wasn't sealing it, it would not be okay. There we go. How's that looking? I think it's doing good. I think. Now, I'm going to take another ink, a distressed pewter spray, and we're going to kind of leather this a little, put a little pewter onto it. In case you're having trouble seeing, the flag is going the right way. Of course, the stripe should be going that way, but that's okay. Unless, of course, the flag is here, and then that's good, because then, you know, the... Am I allowed to do that song? I don't know. Okay. There we go. Just a little spritz of it. You may not be able to see the subtlety on the lens, but there are now silvery, pewtery spots all over our little flag-inspired. There we go. Picking up the excess. See, this is why it's not ideal for leather. And you can see it's really where the leather is more than anywhere else. But boy, that's really starting to look nice. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, hello, Jennifer. Just looked up and saw comments. I'm just over here talking to myself, assuming people will watch this in the replay. Thank you. It is a Flag Day themed keyring. Upon request. So, you know, I don't do a lot of custom orders. I try to avoid them because I'm not very good at doing what people tell me to do or ask me to do. So I try to avoid custom orders, but in this case, I made an exception because I had the liberty to do whatever the heck I wanted. It just wanted to be flag themed, and I was like, all right, I can do patriotic flag themed. For a man. I can do patriotic flag theme for a man. Does that mean no sparkles? No sparkles. Not happy about that. I like sparkles. But I did add the sparkles of pewter spray. So we'll give it a little bit, not much. A little bit of a shine there. Take an end of a piece of bison. That's what I've been using for my hole punch buffer. Keeps it sharper longer. And that's, it dried remarkably fast. Now, to seal it. A lot of the leather workers over on the other one of my forums, they use floor polish, and I'm liking the idea. Like, it makes sense. The work is just always so beautiful, but it's a little bit more high gloss than I want. This leather should definitely have a little bit of a gloss, a little bit of shine, but not much. It doesn't have a good like when you bend it, it doesn't really change color, so it's not fantastic in that regard, but it's just beautifully textured and veined, and has great patina. So yeah, I'm going to seal it. It's a perfect candidate for sealing. Oop, 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 oop. Yes, I make all sorts of weird noises while I'm painting, but usually nobody's here watching, so it's okay. And I don't know that I know how to stop making weird noises while I paint. We're sealing that in nicely. Yes, there are spray sealers. My brother uses spray sealers. With the dog, I don't like to do spray sealers. I don't want that in the air. I don't have a shop disconnected from my house. My shop is in my house. It's not really a shop, it's more of an art studio. And I do have plenty of sealer type things and smelly, like that spray ink smells that I just spritzed. I have enough smells. I don't need to add any more to the mix. And Jennifer, if you're still watching, I need to connect with you. In school out, do you have a break? Are you going to are you doing summer class too? Love chat. That's weird. Sorry, my arms are in front of the thing, but it seems like the computer's glitching or something. I don't know what's going on there. So the sealer does make it a little darker. It's a wax-based sealer. And should also protect against water stains for at least the first few years. But not long, because as you can see, it soaks in. And that's great. That's exactly what we want. We want it to soak in. That's really pretty in real life. I wish y'all could see it. It looks like the sealer, though, dissolved the pewter, and now everything has a little bit of a pewter shine to it. So like I said, artwork does what it does. I don't really have much control over that. I was hoping I'd be able to finish it while I'm live, but I think I'm going to turn this off and let this dry further before I finish it. I think it needs extra drying, because usually even while it's a little damp like that, it's still, I can touch it. The only area that's damp is down here, so I could technically use leather cement. I'll put a little bead at that circle and a little bead at that circle, and then I'll pop the rivet in there, throw the keyring on, pop the rivet, oh, sorry, you can't see, I had it up too high. Which type of live am I doing? Yeah, the other live next to my face works. This live next to my face does not work, because my face isn't down there. Yeah. There's my face. Okay, there's my face. Hi, hi. I just. Anyway. But I do think I want to let this dry a lot more before I do that. I do have this one little spot right here that dried slightly different from me handling it. Oh, never mind. Just pushed it and it went away. So, well, maybe. It's drying faster than I thought. Maybe. Let's need this. Need this. Need this. I need those, but they're right here. So I can grab one of these. This is the size I need. I've got multiple sizes. So I've got multiple sizes. And so that's the size I need, and that's the cap I need. Alright, this will look hanging out. So this is Leathercraft cement. Works really good. I have been told to use different types of glues and finishings, and never really knew like which ones I should get, which ones I should do. Like everybody's got an opinion. I'm really happy with this one. So I guess now I have an opinion as well. It works. If it works, it's good. If it doesn't work, it's not good. It's not simple. And now I got out my fingers, it whips right off. And then we feed this through from the back, and we get glue all over my fingers. Now when I punch the hole, smaller than the rivets, because smaller than this little piece of metal that goes through, because and then put a little glue on the top of it. The hole is punched smaller than because it leather is skin, it stretches, and when leather stretches and pulls, especially when there's the keys on this, it's going to pull on it, it's going to stretch. So I make sure that it has the least amount of room to stretch. I can only stretch the least amount. And ta-da! Now, do I have trouble doing this with my nails? Yes. Should I take them off? No, they're mine. They're actually my nails. So no, can't take them off. Do I break nails? All the time. Did I need to hammer that many times? No, not at all. But did I? Yes. Nice. There we go. Yeah. It's just pulling it, see? So good at the least amount of room to stretch and pull, and now we've got that going on. There we go. We do need a little bit more work to this, because we need a little bit more right on these edges. Right on those edges. That's it. And that's not going to work anymore. So that'll work. That'll work. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so there we have it, our very own Flag Day keyring. When the edges dry, I'm going to do a second layer of seal. And there we have it. Can you guys see it? I can't tell. It's quite nice. One last announcement I just thought of. I probably should have said it at the beginning. Can't use that one. Probably should have said it at the beginning is if you get the email said to do a certain thing, to play a certain game. If you're going to play, there's only one person who's done it so far. Thursdays are drawing, so I just wanted to point that out and give people an opportunity to get in on that game. Only email list people know what I'm talking about. If you want to know in the future when we play email list games, get on it. Sorry, not email list. I have to stop calling it that. Newsletter. The newsletter game. Yeah, get on the newsletter. Get that information. Learn those things. Because there is a game going right now for a prize. And I've got only one person in for it, which makes her an instant winner. So, yeah. Pick up your Freedom Feathers today. They are still on sale, and I'm going to keep the sale going for a week. All 3-inch are 20% off, and if they're already discounted, they're 20% off the discount price. And select Freedom Feathers are already discounted. So, yay! Thumbs up, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you again later.